Hey everyone, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. For today, I am doing a reading for the full moon in Taurus, which happens tomorrow. And I have some channeled placements, and I'll get into each of the placements as well as get clarifiers and guidance and possibly some charms at the end. I hope you are well. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button if anything resonates with you. Also, personal reading information is in the description box below. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. All right. Let's see here, Spirit. So with this full moon in Taurus, which happens tomorrow, stability and grounding, abundance and gratitude, sensuality and self-care, values and finances, and then we have release and transformation, and then I'll end with guidance and advice. All right, let's get into it. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading for collective. Show me what collective needs to be aware of with this full moon in Taurus. What does collective need to be thinking about during this full moon in Taurus? Cannot believe we are in November already. Happy Scorpio season to those that are celebrating their birthday. All right, I will be doing a Scorpio yearly birthday reading coming up. So be looking out for that if you have Scorpio placements. All right, full moon in Taurus for collective. I am super hot in collective's energy. Whew, like fire. The heat is on. Possibly that sensuality energy that's coming from the full moon. Let me see. Full moon in Taurus for collective. Messages for the highest good of Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and pull the 5 cards, and then I'll describe each placement again, as well as like some questions that Spirit had me channel. I am on fire. Whew. Full moon in Taurus. What is this about, Spirit? I'm hearing a dramatic shift. A dramatic shift. What does collective need to be aware of for the full moon in Taurus? Let's do 2 more. Messages for the highest good of collective for the full moon in Taurus. Let's do 1 more. Full moon in Taurus. That's so interesting. I was not going to read tonight and kept being called. And now I am, whew. All right, Spirit. Channeled messages, channel placements for collective, stability and grounding, Knight of Swords. Okay. So let me turn those around for you. Abundance and gratitude, 7 of Pentacles. All right. Sensuality and self-care, Queen of Cups. I love that for you. It's beautiful. Values and finances, 6 of Pentacles, right on. And then release and transformation, 4 of Wands. All right, so some kind of relationship energy there, and stability, 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the hidden energy, something you're not seeing. Something you're not seeing. Okay. So this first placement, Knight of Swords, stability and grounding. Where is your stability right now? What should you be grounding in to meet your goals at this time? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is communication and action. It is pursuit. It's swift action. It is knowing and acting. So where is your stability right now? Typically, the Knight of Swords can be seen as unstable because it's very impulsive energy. But perhaps, this question of what should you be grounding in to meet your goals at this time is to really go forward, to go after them. Let's see. Let me get some clarifiers on this. What am I going to use for clarifiers? I'm feeling called to this. All right. Show me this Knight of Swords for stability and grounding for this full moon in Taurus. Show me this Knight of Swords. Where is collective stability right now? What should they be grounding in to meet their goals at this time? Knight of Swords for collective. I'm seeing like a determination, a fierceness, a swiftness. Knight of Swords. Let's do two more. Knight of Swords. Stability and grounding. Where is collective stability right now, and what should they be grounding in to meet their goals at this time? All right. Stability and grounding for collective. Let me pull these down a bit more. Just in case I had to move my camera placement. So not sure if the placement is quite correct yet. The Magician, manifestation. Page of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Magician, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles can be a breakage of some sort. What was the message that I got at the beginning when I was feeling that like boiling energy? I was feeling so hot. A deep change, I believe. 5 of Pentacles, something that has been broken. The Magician, Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. There is taking action towards something that you have tried to align yourself with, or at least that you've been calling in from the universe. Page of Wands. You have some hope there. You have some inspiration for it, but there has been breakage, or you've had a lack mindset towards it. Let me see if I can see what this Page of, or 5 of Pentacles is for you. Can I get more on this 5 of Pentacles? 7 of Cups, options. 6 of Swords. Ooh, an option that you moved away from. You moved away from it. 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, but there's the ability to heal. So where's your stability right now? It's in taking action towards the manifestation. Something that an opportunity or a choice that you made. Could be an option in love. You moved away from it. And you're looking at it. Literally, the Page of Wands is looking at the break. Or at least the lack mindset. And you moved away from it, right? If you haven't moved away from it yet, this is an indication that take the decisive action to move away, right, from this option and to find healing for yourself. Perhaps this has taken a long time. This question is, where's your stability right now? Perhaps your stability is moving away from something, and Knight of Swords is like communicating, and that Magician energy, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, I've been trying to gain the courage to do this, right? I've been trying to look at a potential break here. I feel like I'm tapping into two different groups here. One group is looking at the potential of leaving something and breaking from it because they feel like that will bring them more stability and healing. The other group, this has already occurred, this moving away from, and the manifestation is to once again have hope in this. And something that you left behind, an option or a choice that you left behind in the past, but there is healing available to you. So take it as it resonates for you. But either way, communication and action is necessary for stability and grounding at this time. Temperance is a very grounded energy. It's patience, it's time, it's processing the positive emotions, the negative emotions that we have. And it's taking our waters, the essence of ourselves, the innermost parts of ourselves, and it's pouring them from one cup into another, back and forth, back and forth. What do I make of this? What do I learn from this? What have I learned from this? It's a long process and it's not easy. It can be quite tumultuous. But that is what you should be grounding in to meet your goals at this time. There's things, breakages, lack mindset, feelings of poverty that need to be addressed, whether this break has already occurred or whether it is to come, right? It depends on where you are in your timeline, okay? Abundance and gratitude. Where are you abundant right now, even if you're not seeing it? Where should you have gratitude right now? 7 of Pentacles, the seeds that have been planted. This is pathway. This is the seeds that we have nurtured in our life. It's pathway. It's our investments. And we plant the seeds and we water them and we nurture them. And we hope that they're going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm interested to see what this is for you. Can I see more on 7 of Pentacles? So where are you abundant right now, even if you're not seeing it? Which reminds me, the 7 of Pentacles can be a top out. And it's like, gosh, is it going to grow anymore? I'm putting all this work and investment. Is it going to grow? Is it going to reach the 10? The ultimate abundance that I'm looking for? But then also, where should you have gratitude? Let's see. Let me see the 7 of Pentacles for a collective. Where are they abundant right now, even if they're not seeing it? And where should they have gratitude right now? Let me see the 7 of Pentacles for collective. Maybe you're not seeing the manifestation of your goals. Let's see, 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you're feeling a sense of stagnancy in that pathway. Let's see, 7 of Pentacles, abundance and gratitude for collective. Let's do one more. Abundance and gratitude for collective. Six of Pentacles. 4 of Swords, healing over your balances. Gaining new clarity on your balances. King of Swords and the decisions that you've made. Okay. I feel like you're feeling a sense of resolve about the things that you've built into. 4 of Swords is a very quiet energy. 6 of Pentacles, it's very balanced. It's very give and take. It's obligations. Very much aligned with that 7 of Pentacles. Like, I have built into this. I give to it. It gives back to me. 4 of Swords. I have clarity about this. I have rested upon this, and I've made decisions accordingly. King of Swords. Okay. So having a gratitude for what you have built into, and that you have been determined in your pathway to give to it. And you've given freely and you've given generously. That Four of Swords element is a little bit interesting to me because it can indicate healing. Let's see. Can I get a little bit more on this? Where are you abundant right now, even if you're not seeing it? Where should you have gratitude right now? Oh, some cards wanted to come out. Four of Wands. There's that Four of Wands relationship energy. Ace of Cups and Queen of Cups. And the Moon. Okay. Love. Relationship energy. Very interesting. Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm feeling that state of stagnation. Can I get a little bit more about the Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, King of Swords? One more. Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, King of Swords. Ten of Cups. Yeah. Ooh, the Lovers. Seven of Pentacles again. So someone has equally built into your pathway. Very strong connection, spiritual, emotional connection. 10 of Cups. It is our inner circle. It's everyone that when we look out into the world, we expect their support and we give them support. We give generously. We expect reciprocity. And what I'm seeing here, your abundance and your gratitude should be grounded in significant emotional and spiritual connections that you have built into. The Lovers, 10 of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. And it looks like you have gained new perspective on this. Six of Pentacles, on these balances. Four of Swords, King of Swords. It's like, yeah, I've taken a look at this. I've rested on it. I'm determined on this pathway. King of Swords. And it's equally shared. I have the Lovers here. That automatically means two. You have made the decision to invest in this pathway. You've gained clarity on it. Okay. All right. And that's where you should have your gratitude right now. Sensuality and self-care. What brings you joy? What nourishes your well-being? What are your senses directing you towards? Queen of Cups. Your innermost heart space. Your loving, nurturing, beautiful heart. The soft side of you. Queen of Cups. What brings you joy? Love. Love of the self. Love of others. Let me see this Queen of Cups. Let me see this Queen of Cups for a collective. So far, such a beautiful reading. If you're a part of that first group where they have yet to leave a situation, this segment, I see it as being, you've made up your mind about the balances that you will keep in your life and making decisions accordingly. from a healed space within you, from clarity within you about those pathways that I will build into. And they have to be reciprocal. They have to be spiritually and emotionally connected. They have to offer support. They have to offer love and emotional vulnerability. It's if you're of that first group, okay? Queen of Cups, sensuality and self-care. What brings collective joy? What nourishes their well-being? And what are their senses directing them towards? Let's do two more. Queen of Cups for collective. One more. Queen of Cups. It's like I'll build into those that build into me. That's what I'm hearing. Queen of Cups. Two of Swords. The Hermit. Wow. King of Cups. Okay. There is a connection under contemplation. I have divine counterparts here. King and Queen of Cups. Both have fullness of heart. One is more expressive. The Queen of Cups is more expressive, but both have claimancy. They know how to claim their heart. And this is under contemplation. Deep internal contemplation. Two of Swords, the Hermit. The Hermit, we go within and we try to make decisions based on experience, gained wisdom, right? The Hermit holds the lantern for the path forward, and there is confusion about this Two of Swords. There's also a decision to make. But I have matching counterparts here. And this is what brings you joy, what nourishes your well-being. What are your senses directing you towards, which makes total sense. Your heart space is directing you to something, but it's resulting in a decision for you. I see you going deep within. I'm feeling that heat again. And I can see it. I know why. Queen and King of Cups, that's a lot of emotional energy. A lot. That's that heat. That's that warmth. It's undeniable. So where's the confusion? Show me this Two of Swords, the Hermit, for collective. Show me this Two of Swords, the Hermit, for collective. One more. It's almost like I found my counterpart. Queen of Wands. There's that heat. Queen of Cups. My goodness. Eight of Wands. And there is a lot of communication. FYI, this could be, does not have to be, could be a same-sex relationship here. I have two queens on the board. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, once again, Eight of Wands. Oh. There's three figures here. One lights you up. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, somebody fiery. You show me who is the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, likely. Water sign, or at least you have a strong water placement. Here we have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, and then there's communication. Possibly taking action towards. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. But up here, there's King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and there's a decision and a deep internal reflection going on. Sensuality and self-care. What brings you joy? What nourishes your well-being? What are your senses directing you towards? It's so interesting because these are equal counterparts in the heart, specifically in the heart. These are equal in the heart and in passion. That's sensuality. And I see there's communication here. There's an indication of movement in this direction, where up here, the Hermit is very, not stagnant. It's a deep internal place. There's no movement. It's all internal. It's all within the self. And Two of Swords, I'm riddled by confusion. And there's a decision that needs to be made. Okay. I definitely see 3 different figures here. Okay. Okay. Values and finances. What's your relationship with your values? Materialism. What do you need to know? And I have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is balance. You showed me that over here. In relationship to your pathway, where you have clarity on, the things that you invest in. You've healed over it. You've made decisions accordingly. Here it is again, 6 of Pentacles. Let me get a different deck. Can I see this 6 of Pentacles collective's relationship to values and finances? 6 of Pentacles, equal, give and take, also generosity. What does collective need to know about their values and finances? Yeah, over here, I'm thinking to myself, is this King of Cups also this Queen of Wands? I don't think so, because the Queen of Wands is very expressive. They're very creative. They're very fiery. King of Wands is more, King of Cups is more stoic. Let me see what just popped out. The Hermit again. This may be them. 9 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Resisting the future. 8 of Swords. Like they don't want to see it. Okay. It may be the other energy. They may be Virgo. And they're just confused. And thinking about a decision that they potentially have to make. And the Lovers is a major decision. 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, about the pathway. In the inner circle. All right, show me the 6 of Pentacles, values and finances for collective. There's some interesting threads in here. One more. 6 of Pentacles, values and finances. What does collective need to know? The World. 10 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. before I say anything, let me get a little bit more on this. Can I see that World, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, the pathway, the Sun, the Hierophant. Okay, let me try to unpack this. I have 7 and 7, right? Shared. It's attached to a lover's connection, 10 of Cups. Some kind of major decision, a deep connection, inner circle, right? There's been healing for one person over their 6 of Pentacles balances and making decisions accordingly. They've gained clarity on things that they were potentially giving to. Over here, 6 of Pentacles, the World. I see a closing out of that 6 of Pentacles. And it's like remaining committed to the pathway, the 7 of Pentacles that's attached to the inner circle. Wanting to feel the warmth in it. And believing and having confidence that this is my stability. This is my foundation. This is where my abundance is. Remember, we're looking at values and finances. This is my tree of life. This is my stability. This is what I have built into. And I am remaining committed, 6 of Wands, and confident that this 7 of Pentacle pathway, you showed me it 3 times, that is where my happiness is. And that eventually it will get here to the 10. So I'm seeing a determination while closing out some other cycle, some other balance. I don't see it. It's a 6 of Pentacles. It's something that you're obligated or you feel like you've been giving to it in some way. The World is here. And I see you committing to the pathway that you've been on. Okay. So what's your relationship with your values and materialism? I believe that I'm going to stick with the seeds that I've been nurturing, and I'm going to continue to see it through. I believe that that's where my happiness is. That's where I am committed to. I believe it'll turn into the 10. My only question for you is 7, 7, 7. That may be an angel number. Look it up. And then remember, I had seen that 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What are you not seeing? Are you holding on to pride or ego in terms of what your material world has? Hoping and praying and investing and investing and investing, hoping it's going to grow and eventually it's going to lead to the Sun and it's going to be aligned with my highest good, or it's going to lead to commitment. Just be careful. Be careful with that. Because I don't see a progression here, except in theory with you. I see 777. One person under contemplation and confusion and having to go deep within, another energy attached to you, matching frequencies in heart and passion, and there's communication there, or there's the potential for it. Let me see what this Four of Wands is. So this is release and transformation. What's no longer serving you? What holds you back? What needs to transform? Some kind of relationship energy. Four of Wands. This is our walls that we exist within. 7, 7, 7. Is this holding you back in some way? Four of Wands. Show me this Four of Wands. Release and transformation for collective. Four of Wands. I just heard, though, this is my pathway. It makes me happy. Does it? The other way I could read it is that you gain new clarity on a Six of Pentacles, okay? Remember over here, that first group, they leave a situation. I'm reading for them right now, or I'm interpreting for that group. You could have gained clarity on one of your balances, and here it is. You're closing out whatever stability or foundation you had. You feel confident about it, and you're saying, I'm going to invest in what would make me happy, and I'm going to commit to that, which I see over here, the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, 10 of Cups. That's a deep spiritual, emotional connection. I really am reading for two groups here. Let me see this Four of Wands. Release and transformation. And I feel like I'm going to get messages for both. Either those of you that are releasing a relationship and connection, or those of you that are transforming a connection. Show me Four of Wands. Let's do one more. Four of Wands. The Moon. Seven of Cups. Where did I see that? Over here. Seven of Cups. Six of Swords. Temperance. Options that you moved away from. But there's the ability to heal. It's been under your moon, this relationship, this option. Ooh, the investment has been under the moon. Something you haven't wanted to see. But the ability to transform it is here. What needs to transform? Where you make your investments. What's no longer serving you? What holds you back? What needs to transform? What options? And then 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What options you invest in? What connections you invest in? Are they attached to 10 of Cups? Oh, there it is. And the Temperance. 10 of Cups. Healing. Self-worth. Oh, yeah. And then there's the Eight of Wands, the communication. You show me this Eight of Wands attached to this Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands. You show me Temperance attached to a situation, an option that you left behind, that you didn't choose. But maybe there's the opportunity to heal it. Here it is. You show me this Ten of Cups attached to the Lovers, Ten of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, a pathway that you could choose that represents emotional fulfillment in your life. And here you're showing me it is aligned with my value and my worth. This investment has been under your moon. Something you haven't wanted to take a look at, that Eight of Swords energy. It has the ability to transform. But what do you need to release in order to do that? I'm seeing here strength. Strength is required. You can push things away or you can pull them towards you. And then we have, oh man, what did I tell you? That Hermit was not you. Hermit. Somebody going deep within, they're confused. Hermit, Two of Swords. Hermit, Three of Swords. Feeling of rejection, pain, pain in the heart. But you've healed on this lover's connection. You've healed on this decision. You've gained clarity on this decision. Nine of Pentacles, you've resisted, but here's that Knight of Swords. Again, from your opening, you're going to take action. Wow. Towards this Four of Wands over here that is underneath your moon. Okay. All right. Wow. Page of Swords, you've been looking at it. There was a decision to be made. You've been wavering. It's been heavy. You were having a lot of sadness and doubt about it. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Time has caught up to you. So interesting. The Tower, Five of Wands. Yeah. Internal conflict. It's almost like bringing down the house energy. What did I say at the beginning? Like a quick shift, I think I said, or something along those lines. That's that Tower energy. But you feel convicted about it. Whatever pathway you have been on, for one group of you, you're choosing a different pathway that you've left behind in the past, but you feel like you could heal it and you've gained new perspective. The other group of you, you're staying with your pathway and you're saying, no, I'm going to invest in this at all costs, no matter how difficult it becomes. That is my pathway. I choose to invest in it. I believe that it's going to grow. But really think about, for that group of you, how long have you been waiting for it to grow? Okay. All right. I'm going to get some advice and maybe some oracles. Let me start off with some oracles for you. Can I get oracles for collective? Oracles for collective for the new moon in Taurus. Oracles for collective for the new moon in Taurus. Any other messages for collective? Let's do two more, Spirit. Any other messages for collective? for the new moon in Taurus. Or full moon in Taurus. Did I just say new? I did. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. My apologies, Spirit. Full moon in Taurus. Perhaps for some of you, it represents new. Let's see here. I could see that too. Just, I'm no longer going down this pathway. I'm going towards new. The fates. Number 17, blessed. 22, and chop wood. There's that 8 of Pentacle energy. The fates, blessed, and chop wood. 42, 22, 17. This is fated. Whatever direction, building blocks. Yeah, this is fated, and you will be blessed. I feel like this is just confirmation. Whatever decision you are making, it's fated for you. But it's not without hard work and investment. Chop wood. Okay. Let me get some advice from this deck. Anything else for collective? Anything else for collective? Any other advice for collective? Rest. Yeah. That 4 of Swords energy came up multiple times. Structure in reverse. Stability. Foundation is not everything. I feel so weird saying that for a full moon in Taurus, but remember there was that question about what does stability mean for you? What's your relationship with your values and materialism, and what do you need to know? And here I feel like Spirit is saying structure is not everything. What you built or built into is not everything if it's not growing any further. Right? Remember? 7, 7, 7. And then connection. Yeah, there's the opportunity for a divine connection here. Passionate, emotional, spiritual, lovers. And the opportunity for fulfillment. Fulfillment. What path are you going to choose? Right? Okay. And then let me get... I'm going to get one of... Actually, I'm feeling called to this. And then I will get final spirit message and angel number. All right. Anything else for collective that they should be aware of during this full moon in Taurus? Full moon in Taurus. Gosh, I feel this. You know, sometimes we're at such a crossroads about pathways. And do we lean into the pathway that seems practical? Do we lean into the pathway that really ignites us on fire, like that fire energy that I was feeling? Like, what is best for you? That's only something that you can decide. Let's do one more. Any other messages for collective? Anything else for collective? Anything else? Greed. What's your relationship to materialism? Remember I said that 6 of Wands can be pride. Be careful of that. Our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, and that we have more curiosity than understanding. We grasp at everything but catch nothing except wind. Be careful of that. And then explore. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the things that you did. Hold on. Let me read that over again. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines. Sail away. There it is, that Six of Swords, from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, and discover. And then courage, tiger's eye. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. I love this for you. All right, let me get final spirit message and or angel number. Thank you for these messages, Spirit, for collective. Can I get final spirit message and or angel number? Anything else for collective during this full moon, not new moon, full moon in Taurus? Anything else for this full moon in Taurus? Let's do one more. Full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus. 1, 2, 3. Go. That's what I just heard. Go. One, two, three. Vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. That is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue to lead you to alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. My path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. And then 444, protection. So you are protected. This is your time to take confidence in all that you pursue. The divine universe is working through you and protecting you. Time has come to allow all the doors of opportunity to welcome you with open arms. Wow. And then 888, there's that abundance. Blessings are here and more are on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you were once seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. And then don't place limits upon yourself. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. And then 143, preparation. Life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. My dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. All right, collective. I'm feeling like we're good here. I think the message is pretty clear. There's obviously two pathways, and it's what are you going to choose, right? What is correct for you? Think about that. All right. Take care. Be well.